Okay, welcome back to another edition of Daily Weights Routine number 7 with Army Edition. So I'm just going to recap on the other one. So my what I refer to as my Army cadets thing is Asher Boys and O levels. So CXC. And I refer to and I continued looking at the Army into A levels, but I went into being an international perspective student. I went to being an international perspective student in presentation in A levels, and then I went to the University of the West Indies and I remained an international student for exchange and for graduate studies. So the thing, and then that in university in UE, I just went back to my cadet era, my secondary school era, cadets kind of thing. So what I noticed in university in terms of with tertiary education is it's all about where you reach, and in these kind of countries it's all about where you reach to, or where you're going and where you're at, where you reach from, where did in everybody's mind is always where did you reach from where you at. And what I realized, and the reason why I talk about Army so much, is because how near Army base, Army barracks or bases, they might have canteens. So my home is my barracks at this point, right now, as a citizen or as a civilian corps. My home is my barracks, and my you could say right there by my neighborhood, I look at the line. So I'm from a town called Marabella, and I look at the line in Union Park East in Marabella. So that's the line, they call it the old train line, or just the line, and it have a little canteen there. Or if in those movies in the Marine Corps, the neighborhood by the Marine Corps base or barracks, well, whatever, it will be it will have this ghetto canteen, and it will be Latinos and Latinos and Africans and stuff. So it's exactly like that. It's a canteen by the neighborhood and by the line there. And then Marabella is on the coast, on the western border of Trinidad. So right across from the coast on the Gulf of Paria is Venezuela. So what it is it's that side of the line, you call that Marabella West. So this is Marabella East, and that's Marabella West, and it have Hannah's Burgers. It have bars that have Hannah's Burgers, and that is 2 streets away from the coastline. So when you go across there and the sun shining, you are literally on the coast of the sea, the Gulf of Paria, the sea, and it's you're on the coast of the sea of the Gulf of Paria. Just if you go down Mayaro and have a bar or a mini mart, it just a street or two away from the sea, the beach, that part of Marabella West, or we just call it Hobosco, the line there is just, the line is on the coast itself, so right next to the sea, and Hannah's Burgers is just like a street away from the line, or a couple streets from the sea. So when you look at Marabella, like in that sense, you would see that the coast, on the border, and like burger shops, mini marts, bars, canteens, and the coast right there, Gulf of Paria to Venezuela. So our next part of Marabella to have a kind of shady house, a kind of, a little get some house. So a little jiggy house. So it's more like sailor, you could say. So I mean, I just refer to cadets. I just refer to the cadets in high school as like army. But yeah, them kind of houses, them kind of link up houses near the coast there, the link up houses by the fish market in Sando. That I like sailor thing. That that's with the Gulf of Paria, and just ships in the Gulf. So that sailor thing. I mean, it have like, but anyway, back to on my side. So it have a canteen by the neighborhood, by my fucking barracks, and then it have like a canteen, a bar, a burger spot in Marabella West by the line. And when I refer to army, like when I was in college, the original point I'm trying to get back to is that when I was in university, what I noticed about being an international citizen and then an international student is because the status quo, the way that people look at achievement, and the way that people look at reaching and goals is like, you have to like prove yourself so much more as an international citizen, as an international student. You have to prove yourself so much more in your field, and you would have to like push really hard as an international student. I wouldn't recommend that for any student, really. I don't know why it is a bias, you see. Is like, back then in my day at least, the teachers and the education system was very biased towards going to the US or going to England or something like that, and studying there. So it still had that bias from the older heads and the older days. And I was very pro army. I was very pro army because I was real comfortable being next to the line and the canteen, having the canteen and thing right there. And it's a kind of little block, so you're getting your fix by the line there. And well, okay, you wouldn't get your fix by the line, but you'll get like beers. So yeah, like that, you'll get beers from the canteen. And what I noticed when I went into being a college student, a university student, is I noticed like right there, it have a masjid. So back in 2015, I went into engineering just for like 1 year or one semester. I took one semester in engineering, and I did 1 semester in engineering before continuing with medical school. And and during that year, I went to that masjid right there in right next to me in Union Park East in Marabella. And but this area is very close to the post in Marabella West there. Like it's just 1 short drive across to Marabella West by the post. And I looked at that and I changed my name to a Muslim name because it's a traditional kind of Indian with kind of India mosque with some kind of Pakistani influence, probably some influences from madrasas in Pakistan. It's like that. So I looked at that and I changed my name from Sinanan to Haisun Akani. So my Muslim name is Haisun Akani, and I also call my Muslim name an engineering name. So I changed my name like that, and I made the channel. So this channel is Akani Oil, Ankani Oil or Akani Oil. But I wanted to keep it as close to my name as possible, so I went with Anan as Ankani. So I have the channel as part of the whole name, the Hyacinth Akani, Ankani. So I named the channel after that. And the online school is really my surname, Hyacinth Ankani, which is my Muslim name that I developed from that masjid right there by the canteen in Union Park East in Marabella. So I use that name to teach mathematics online, mathematics and offshore engineering, and then that's my confidence right there. And then I teach Arabic programming, so programming in Arabic language, and that is the educational achievement that I see for students, something that cool that they could gain and that they learn something from. And so yeah, just those 2 things, mathematical, offshore engineering. And this is how I plan to teach through my videos on YouTube. So thanks for watching.